What is going on, guys? Your boy Joey 672 coming to you guys with a video right now. So I want to go over another draft pick for the Eagles that is definitely in contention to be, maybe could happen. Asante Samuel Jr. from Florida State. Obviously, we know Asante Samuel. We all know that name. And look, you look at his size at 5'10". Now, the Eagles have carried corners that were 5'8", 5'9". You know, Rasul Douglas was our biggest corner at 6 foot. 6'1", something like that, and I think 5'10" is good height for a cornerback. But I mean, I'm not really even picky about it because as long as the guy plays with his athletic ability, and Asante Samuel Jr. is physical. I mean, you've seen this guy make tackles. He puts some dirty tackles. He'll lift somebody up and throw up to the ground. Obviously, he's not going to get away with that in the NFL. But when he has to against the run, he's fantastic. When he blitzes, he's fantastic. When he has really good backfield recognition to where, you know, if they do a halfback toss or something is in the backfield, his angle on tackling is fantastic. Reminds me of Malcolm Jenkins when he does tackle, goes straight for the legs with his whole body. I think his tackling is superb. Against big receivers, he's very good. And the number one thing about Asante Samuel Jr. I love so much is that he's always around the football. I swear, anytime that ball is near him, he has a knack for knowing where the football is going. That's why he gets interceptions. That's why he's always gets his hand on the ball. Even against big receivers, it doesn't faze him. His athletic ability, his hips don't get turned so easily. He's got really good eyes, really good concentration. Always gets his hands in the receiver's arms. He's always shadowing that receiver with his arms. So when he goes up for a pass, his arm and his hand is always in there to deflect the pass or try to get it for an interception. For him to go later than the second round, I think would be totally ridiculous. I have him as maybe an early to middle or to late second round pick. He could pretty much go anywhere in the second round. That's where I have him. Some fans are saying early third, but I really doubt it. The Eagles could pick up a lot of cornerbacks in this draft. There are a lot. This is a deep cornerback draft, okay? You can't get your hands on Surtain. You can't get your hands on Farley. You can't get your hands on J.C. Horde. You could get your hand, especially Newsome as well, if you have no chance at it. You can get your hands on Asante Samuel Jr. that plays real fast, real physical. He has that edge to him. He doesn't stop. For a guy that's an average size quarterback, always gets his hands on the football, and I think he's going to make a name for himself somewhere, whether it's with the Eagles or somewhere else. But this is a name you definitely have to watch out for. I'm definitely rooting, other than all the first-round cornerbacks. You're going to get a guy, and it doesn't matter if it's a first-round cornerback or not, because, you know, these guys are hungry. A lot of these cornerbacks want to prove themselves. They want to make a name for themselves. And if Asante Samuel Jr. wants to make a name with the Philadelphia Eagles, he could, and he will on another roster if that's the case. Because his skill set, you have everything you want, okay, in a cornerback. I think he's perfect. I think he fits what we're looking for, and I think he just has that Philly-esque towards him as well, and his reputation. So I think this would be a perfect pick in the second round if the Eagles can get their hands on him. Obviously, the Eagles have 2 third-round picks, so you know they could move up and get some multiple guys in the second round that fit their scheme. Hopefully, Jonathan Gannon, our defensive coordinator, has been really good. He's done a really good job. Before he came here, he was a Colts cornerback coach and did a really good job with corners. And I think this is the perfect draft for a cornerback. If you want a corner in this draft, this is perfect. You might know maybe some of the best guys will go down the draft. You never will move down. You never know at this point. But Asante Samuel Jr., I would keep your eyes on him. Tackling, concentration, his coverage skills are he could play man, it could play zone. I think he does play a little bit better in zone, but I'm telling you, you never know what could happen. But as a number 2 for the Philadelphia Eagles, Asante Samuel Jr. could be that guy. So let me know what you guys think about Asante Samuel Jr. in the comment section below. If you haven't, follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at JoeyShake72. Like and subscribe to the video. Much appreciate the support from everybody. And I will see you guys later. Shakes code up, follow, slide. Peace out, guys. Peace.